Nagaland DGP T Longkumer today said that investigation into the killings of 14 civilians by paratroopers near Oting village in Mon district last year revealed that the army team did not follow the standard operating procedures or SOPs or the rules of engagement for such an operation leading to the firing. Briefing the media at the Chumukedima police complex today, DGP Longkumer said that the 21 para forces had launched the operation in the area based on intelligence inputs about the movement of militants belonging to the NSCN KYA and the Ulfa Independent. He added that investigation has revealed that the team opened fire at the white Bolero pickup van without ensuring their identification. 8 people from Oting village were in the vehicle and were returning home from nearby coal mines. DGP Longkumer further added that investigation also revealed that operation team did not follow the standard operating procedures or the rules of engagement for such an operation leading to the firing.
About the presence of a group of NSCN KYA and the Ulfa cadres in the area. On 4th December 2021 at around 4:20 p.m., the operations team of the 21 para security forces had laid an ambush at Longkumer between Upper Tiru and Oting. They opened fire at the white Bolero pickup vehicle, which was carrying 8 people belonging to Oting village, most of whom were working as laborers in the coal mines at Tiru, without ensuring positive identification and failing to carry out challenging procedure. This is as per the investigation. Investigation has also revealed that the operations team had not followed the standard operating procedure and the rules of engagement, and had resulted to disproportionate firing, leading to immediate killing of 6 occupants of the vehicle on the spot and previously injuring 2 persons. The investigation has revealed that when the villagers of Oting and Tiru reached the incident spot in search of the missing villagers and the Bolero pickup vehicle, they reached the site at around 2100 hours, that is 9 p.m. They turned violent upon discovering the dead bodies and a scuffle that ensued between the villagers and the operation team members of 21 para SF. 1 paratrooper succumbed to injuries, and 14 personnel of 21 para SF team sustained injuries as a result of the storm. This led the major to order to open fire at around 10 o'clock, and the operation team started to break contact. A separate FIR in crime number 28/21 has been registered by DGP on 11/12/2021 under section 326, 435, 302, 307, and 34 IPC, and under section 25 brackets 1A Arms Act. This is against the unknown persons to investigate into the death of 1 paratrooper and assault on other personnel of the 21 para SF, including the loss of government property, based on complaint filed by 21 para SF, and the case is currently under investigation.
All right, and to bring us more details, I'm being joined now over the phone line by our editor-in-chief, Wasbir Hussain. Wasbir, a big revelation by the Nagaland DGP there. He clearly states that as per the investigation, the para-special forces did not follow the SOPs or the rules of engagement. So what more would you like to add, Wasbir?
Absolutely, Raunak. This was a much anticipated report. Everybody was waiting for this report by the state government. Now, they have come up with this report where they have made two very, very specific points that the 21 para-special forces on that occasion did not follow the standard operating procedures and that they resorted to disproportionate firing. Now it is understandable because the fact that the para-special forces, the special forces of the Indian Army are highly trained forces, and had they followed standard operating procedures, definitely such an unfortunate incident would not have taken place. So that is very clear. So the question at that time in December 2021, when this Oting incident happened, immediately after the aftermath of that killing of innocent civilians, a lot of questions were raised to how or why such a specialized force of the Indian Army, which had carried out surgical strikes inside enemy positions, could do such a thing. Was it just a simple case of botched intelligence? Was it a simple case of wrong intelligence? So the big question is, why was that Bolero pickup van not stopped? Why did they resort to such kind of indiscriminate firing? Were they fired upon? Did the occupants of that Bolero open fire? No, because they were not carrying weapons. So these were some of the questions which was troubling everybody at that time. And now this investigation has revealed just that. There's investigations by the state authorities, security agencies, and others, in which, of course, the army also cooperated. They clearly, categorically says that the forces, the para-special forces, did not follow standard operating procedure, and that they indulged in disproportionate firing. The rules of engagements were not followed. That's what the Nagaland DGP, Mr. Longkumer, had said. So now, to be learned, what is the standard operating intelligence inputs, whether they were cross-checked, and whether the vehicle was asked to stop, whether they rained bullets on the vehicle as it was approaching. So these are some of the questions that have troubled the people's mind, and that is what the investigation has revealed, that there were lapses on the part of the para-special forces that led to this incident, led to the killings of the innocent civilians. Rona.
Absolutely. So, Wasbir, things, if we remember, had taken a turn for the worse following the Oting incident. But over the months, things have improved. So, do you think that a lot will depend on the final probe report when it comes out in the near future?
Well, yes, the final probe report will be important. But even this report can go a long way in preventing similar kinds of incidents in the coming days, because there are still areas which are absolutely troubled. There is even now trans-border movement of insurgent groups, whether it is the Indo-Myanmar border, whether it is in the Nagaland sector, the Arunachal sector, whether it is in the Manipur sector of the Indo-Myanmar border. There are trans-border movement of insurgents. Even today, even now, there are a lot of movements of insurgents in the Arunachal sector, and there, of course, I'm sure there will be similar movements in the Nagaland sector as well. So there are a plethora of rebel groups which have bases across the border, and they keep coming in and out. So in this kind of a situation, the security forces have to do their job. It's a very tight walk for the security forces because there are civilians in the area. The civilians in these border areas, they are traditionally been hunting in those areas, particularly in Arunachal Pradesh. There are hunters. So it's a very, very tightrope walk for the security forces. But even then, considering that the security forces are a highly specialized and trained forces, they are expected to exercise restraint. So that same cannot be said of the insurgents, because they are unlawful organizations. They have no training. So they can do anything they want. But the security forces have definitely a challenging days ahead. But that does not mean that they will be trigger happy and killing innocent civilians and worsening the social and political situation in these border areas at a time when the government of India is engaged in peace negotiations with a number of insurgent groups in the area to restore permanent peace.
Yes, a tightrope for the security forces to walk indeed. Wasbir Hussain, thank you very much for joining us this evening and bringing us all of those latest details.